We got everybody's favorite candy treats coming out of this past weekend's YCS I finally wanted to cover. We got some love for Dark Magician and some other interesting decks. Let's dig on into this, shall we? Smash that love and crap out of that subscribe button so you guys do not miss out on more awesome content, baby. So what's going on this week here in the TCG? So we have some more love for Madolche. Basically the going second buster deck that a lot of players kind of look at and go, well, Robbie, is it going to have the chance to show up here? I do think that this deck as a rogue contender usually does very good in about the tier 2 category. And I don't think that that's anything really too bad, honestly. Just the fact that you get more capitalization options for you to kind of do things with. Shifter is a very good card. Honestly, your trade-off of this deck is you get access to, I would say, a lot of different hand traps that can be slightly more impactful. I also know there's a slight confliction that people seem to have with D-Shifter, the fact, being able to disrupt, your certain Madolche plays, but resolving this and then allowing you to appropriately combo up seems good enough at the end of the day. So, hey man, if you can pull off a double shifter after, resolving a shuffle back of some key cards back into your deck, that's pretty freaking good. So we have triple copies of Dimension Shifter here. We have triple copies of Herald of the Orange Light. We have triple copies of Angeli. And then, of course, we have 2 copies of Hoot Hoot. Hoot Hoot's definitely been a piece that I guess a few people try to play one of, but 2 is your most optimized push. 3 is clunky, but 2 seems about right. We have triple copies of Madolche, 2 copies of Messengelato, triple copies of the Pudding Susior, 1 copy of Pudding Says. Don't try to play more of this. Honestly, 1 is good enough. You're just asking for dead bricks if you try to do some other crazy shenanigans with this. We have triple copies of Nibiru, triple copies of Gamma, and 1 copy of the Driver Boy. Spells. We have 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Chateau, triple copies of Salon, 1 Ticket, and triple Prosperity. The other biggest argument is, do I want to play Extrav or Prosperity in Madolche? And I think as of this point, Prosperity's gained a little bit more leeway and playability as well, because yeah, you're still going to play certain things in your extra deck as 3-ofs because they're a little bit more important, but you get diversifiable options here like these to basically justify playing the Prosperity. It's pretty straightforward. We have triple goes in match. Do not underestimate the worth of this card. If you really want to know why Praying Kids got the chance to do some freaking hilarious stuff back in the day, alright, it's Floodgate cards, alright? They play TC Boo. You can play this card and mess up your opponents. Pretty good. Then we have 2 copies of Madolche Promenade. Down here in the next deck, we have 2 fresh to start. 1 Light Charmer, 1 copy of Asa, 1 copy of Apollosa, 1 Access Code, triple Glass Fillet, and then we have triple Tiaramisu, 2 copies of Shakla a la mode, and 1 copy of Omega. And then side deck down here, we have 1 Alpha, triple Contact C, 1 Pinkertops, triple Twin Twisters, triple Anti-Spell Fragrance, triple Different Dimension Ground, and 1 copy of Red Rebuto, wrapping up Alex Benoit's top 4 finish out of last weekend's YCS in Europe. And like I said, the main reason why I wanted to cover this, I always enjoy watching the evolution of Madolche. There's always just something that's intriguing about how players develop this, the high impact value cards, the argument for extra versus prosperity, the ratios between Pudding Cess and Hoot Cake, and just the general consensus among traps in the variants that players value. It's all very interesting to me from the deck building perspective of things. So that is Madolche for everybody. Not too dang bad. Next up here we have Dark Magician. This was Michael Boyd's first place finish. We do see every blue moon that Dark Magician does come out of the woodwork and does do something. Alright, on a local level, this deck is kind of interesting actually. Do not underestimate what a simplified game state can basically do for this deck. So, this deck does do some dumb things, alright? Basically, Engage does turn into a Verte Anaconda, which of course makes Dragoon. I know, right? I'm sorry I can't be that exciting to tell you guys that there's something better going on here with that, but unfortunately, it's just you play these cards because they simplify the Dragoon process. for free. Alright, it's good. Alright, so we have 2 copies of The Apprentice Illusion Magician Girl, 2 copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 1 copy of Dark Magician Girl. It's interesting. We have triple copies of Phantasme. We know how good this card ends up being fundamentally. Triple copies of Ghost Ball in the Haunted Mansion. Triple copies of Magician's Rod. Triple copies of the Magician's Souls. 1 copy of Spellbook of Magicians. And then we have triple Vishuddha. This is going to grant us an extender here and bouncing capabilities. And we have 2 bricks. 1 brick, actually. These 2 actually have synergy in this deck. Then we have 1 Called by the Grave, 2 Dark Magical Circles, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Magicalized Fusion, 1 Red Eyes Fusion, with 1 Secrets of Dark Magic, 1 Hornet Drones, 1 Engage, triple Soul Servant, 1 Spellbook of Knowledge, 1 Secrets, 1 Upstart Goblin, and 1 copy of the Eternal Soul here. Down in the next deck we have 1 Kaina, 1 Kagari, 2 copies of Verte Anaconda, 1 Link Spidey, 1 Imduk, 1 copy of Artemis, 1 Norito, 1 Dracossack, 1 Ebon, 1 The Dark Magicians, 2 Dragoons, 1 Quintet Magician, and 1 Millennium Eyes. Side deck here we have 1 Pankratops, triple Droll, triple Nibiru, triple copies of Skullmeister, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, triple copies of MST, and 1 copy of Red Rebuto here, wrapping up Michael Boyd's first place finish out of their locals. Not too bad, all things considered, alright? This is, honestly, you can tell by the tech choices and dedication here and the adjustments and the cutbacks and the Dark Magicians that this build is more aimed for that competitive standpoint here. And I feel like once you get the ratios and the equilibrium down for a deck like this, then everything is pretty smooth sailing from there. Alright, next up here, we have Phantom Knights. I swear, everything above 40, like, I feel like from 43 to 46 is the sweet spot for this deck. If you're really trying to push higher than that, I feel like you're hurting yourself. But 43 to 45 seems to be that sweet spot. Well, 46 for Phantom Knight. So we have triple copies of Ash Blossom and Joy Spring, 1 Jackalope, 1 Tsuchinoko, triple copies of Phantasme. Welcome our new format staple here. We have triple copies of Ghost Ball in the Haunted Mansion, triple copies of Nibiru, 2 copies of Psychic Wielder, 1 Talcum Tumborg with 1 Terratop, some additional extenders, pretty good. We have 2 copies of Ancient Cloak, triple copies of Ragged Gloves, triple copies of Silent Boots, 1 Stained Greaves, triple copies of Tauren Scales with 1 Dark Magician, and 1 Red Eyes. Spells here we have 1 Called by the Grave, 1 Foolish Barrel, and then we have 2 Droplets, 1 Feather Duster, 1 Red Eyes Fusion, 1 Rhoda with 1 Imperial Order, triple copies of Fogblade, 1 Knights or Wings, and 1 Shade Brigade. Extra deck down here we have 1 Rusty Tin Can, 1 Almirage, 1 Verte, 1 Link Spider, 1 Unicorn, 1 Cherubini, 1 Axis Machine, 1 Phantom Knight's Breaksword, 1 F-Zero with 1 Draco Future, 2 Leviair, 1 Downard, 1 Arsenal, and 1 Dark Dragoon. Then we have 1 Pankratops, 1 Golden Lord. That's actually an interesting side option. That does give you access to feed off of your spells and traps here. Being able to put one of these in the graveyard is pretty good. Then we have triple Godarla, triple Gamma, 2 Retaliating, 1 Driver with triple Twin Twisters, and 1 copy of Red Reboot, wrapping up Jason Garcia's 3rd place finish. Not too bad, actually. Next up here, we have Dragunity. Alright, now this is going to give you a little bit of a different insight to what this deck can actually do. Seeing a 3rd place finish for this isn't too bad, all things considered. I definitely like this. In terms of, like, development in the metagame, pretty straightforward stuff here, alright? So, more options available. And it's different from the Dragon Link strategy. So we have 1 copy of Zephyros the Elite, 1 Dragon Buster Destruction Sword, 1 Armagram, 1 Arma Leviathan, 2 Mistletoe, triple copies, or 2 Kaus, 1 Dux, 1 Legatus, 2 Legatus, triple Phalanx, triple Remus, triple copies of Senatus, 2 Little Baby Rock, with 1 Darkness Metal, 1 Tempest, 1 Called by, triple Dark Ruler, triple Dragon Ravine, 1 Divine Lance, triple Dragunity Glow, 1 Whirlwind, 1 Gold Sark, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Terraforming, and 1 World Legacy Guard Dragon. Then we have 1 Triple Burst, 1 Protector Whelp, 1 Heavenly Spheres, 1 Pisty, 1 Romulus, 1 Atum with 1 Variana, 2 Gators, 2 copies of Barca, 1 Ascalon, 1 of Red Hair, 1 Crystal Wing, and 1 copy of Borreload Savage Dragon, wrapping up this chunk of deck profiles for everybody. So guys, what do you think about these lists? Please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. Smash it over the crap out, subscribe, and so you guys don't miss out more awesome content. I'll see your beautiful faces back here later in the day. Some more cool content. Peace out, guys. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.